Good morning, everybody. I was sitting here reading the Bible. Again, not religious, but spiritual. And, it's good to expand your spirituality. And before I was on this journey, I never read the Bible, not in its entirety at all. So I've been reading the Bible all the way from the beginning. No, you can go outside later. You can go outside later. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Go sit down. Sit. All right. So I was just made a video about doubts and our sins and our sufferings, and how life, earth is our school. And if we don't know light, or we don't know dark, we don't know light. And about our choices in life and how we make it creates our reality. So whether we make good or bad choices, our life is going to reflect that. Whether we heal or not heal, our life is going to reflect that. Our relationships, our money, our what we do for others, what we do for ourselves is truly reflected with who we are, with our characteristics, how we treat people, our intentions, and what we believe is power, what we believe is love. All these things, our beliefs, our habits, whether we are healing our emotions through or hiding our emotions through food, sex, drugs, alcohol, whatever, shopping, whatever addiction it is, what is it truly hiding? And all of these things are reflected to like the Napoleon complex, so you got a little short dude who has insecurities about himself. So he ups himself in his game of power and how he treats others because of that complex, right? But really there's deep seated stuff within him he needs to heal, right? But instead of choosing to heal and be secure within himself, he puts a complex on and a belief and a habit, and treats other people so that he feels good about himself, in a way that is not of love. He feels that he needs to impact his power in certain ways so that he can abuse his power and make himself tall and lower somebody else, when that's not the way it is. We are all equal. You're not above me. I'm not above you. But I'm definitely going to show you respect. I'm going to respect myself, and I'm going to love myself. I'm going to love you. I'm going to show kindness to you and all this stuff. And yeah, you might choose to be the opposite, and that's cool. I love you for it anyway. Okay, that's where you are at right now in your journey. That's cool. But from my life experience, I've had trials and tribulations, and we all know that word, right? And through those trials and tribulations, we could come out shining and glowing, or we could come out battered and bruised. These are our trials and tribulations. And so then I was just, and again, it's about our choices. But then, like I said, I'm trying to read this Bible all the way through, and tell me, it's been a lot, but I'm doing it. And it's very interesting because I started this journey without even reading the Bible. And now I just chose to start doing so because, one, I was just led to it, that it's good to be able to expand on spiritual knowledge, and not just the Bible. I mean, like there's the Quran, there's a lot of different things that we can expand on. I was watching this video with Will Smith, how him and Jada read this book together to expand on their relationship, about spirituality. And it's not necessarily something they believed in, but it was something they were able to do together. And it's always good to understand every concept and not just be set in one. That's diversity. That's so you can understand what resonates and does not resonate with you, and you using your own discernment. But does it expand your knowledge, your intelligence, and your openness? It does. So I'm starting with the Bible first, obviously, because that is mostly known, and that's something that was a foundation in my life since I was a child. But the bottom line is, it's something I've lived by in some base level of my entire life. So with Isaiah, chapter 48, verse 10, it talks about, I have tested you in the furnace of suffering. I have tried to make you pure, but I did not use as much heat as it takes to make silver pure. I tried to purify you for my own honor. I did it for the honor of my name. How can I let myself be dishonored? I will not give up my glory to any other God. So the biggest thing that caught my attention was that was the verse 10 where it says, I have tested you in the furnace of suffering. And my spiritual awakening was created because of a suffering that I was going through. And honestly, I've had suffering my entire life in some form of another, with one choices that were not mine. You know, you experience it as a child, and you didn't choose that to happen, but you've experienced it. So now you've incorporated those behaviors, traits, beliefs, patterns into your life. And then you create your own suffering based off of that. Because of what you believe in through your relationships, because you saw poor relationship being handled by your parents, or how they treated you, or how others treated you, and how you either lost self-esteem or lost just confidence in things. And through life, how you rebuild it, or through life, it keeps tearing you and reinforcing what your beliefs were, even though that may not be true. It enforced what you believed, okay? In people, in life, in things, whatever it is, okay? So when you think about it, is you have joys, you have successes, and that reinforces God and all of the gifts that He blesses you with to support you on your journey. But then you have the suffering, the pain, and the consequences of your actions that still are blessings from God, and that does support you on your journey. We don't realize it at the time, but guess what? It's all building you up, and it's all to bring light to your dark, and how you're choosing to do differently this time. So when you, when I look back at the times, hi, I'll take you outside later. When I look at the times that I experienced grief, sorrow, and pain, it's because I looked at the examples that life had presented me with, not realizing I have a choice at any point in time to change that. It isn't about you being a certain age. It's not about being an adult, anything like that. If your belief is that certain things is just the way it is, your personality, how people are, things of that nature, then you're not thinking it could change. So you're not empowering yourself to make those changes, because you just think it's the way it is. So when I hit the lowest part of my life, when I realized, I'm done. It's time for change. And when I was awakened to that and realized that I am truly empowered and I can make those changes. And now it's not easy. That's why you have to know when you're done suffering, because that's when I'm ready to get up. I'm ready to go to the gym. I'm ready to stop eating. I'm ready to stop drinking. I'm ready to stop having sex with all these random people that are not benefiting me in any way, because I might need your companionship right now. But what am I really looking for was within me to nourish myself. So I could stop putting the food in me that's not helping serve me. I could stop putting the videos and the toxic words that I'm hearing and seeing and experiencing. And I can choose to funnel better positive foods, better positive words and experiences into my life. I could start surrounding myself with better environments and education, and not having to necessarily go to school, but pick up a book. These things to help elevate you that I truly did not realize, you got to look at your life, and you got to see that, no, at that time I wasn't open to that, because I was so focused on this. I was so focused on this, that I was trying my best to climb out of something, not realizing I was missing an important tool, and you weren't ready. You were just repeating and spinning the hamster wheel. You were repeating your cycle. You just didn't have the tool to open the door and exit. And a lot of that was me realizing that I was missing God in my life. I was missing holding firm on my values, my character, and loving myself. These are the things I realized I was missing, and that's the suffering. And you're suffering because you've lost yourself. You lost God within you. You lost what we once were when we were kids, just running around free and playful and loving. Didn't matter what you were. We didn't need anything to help compensate us. We would find fun in mud. We would have fun in a box. It did not matter the value that we chose to put onto something in order to inspire us to have fun or to fill our needs. We were happy just being free, to be exactly what we wanted to be, dress exactly how we wanted to dress, and express ourselves in a way that we needed to express ourselves. Yes, that might be crying. Yes, that might be yelling. Yes, that might be a tantrum. We don't understand that. And as you grow, you'll be able to understand how to filter that. But if you're wounded, you're still a child because you haven't yet matured in the ways of how to express yourself, how to express your needs in a way that somebody who may have unlocked their hamster wheel can be receptive to. You haven't unlocked your energy and your vibrancy in a way that says, don't. I said no. I said that this is my value, this is my worth, and I respect what you feel and what you are trying to say to me, but I understand that's your own lessons to learn. And it doesn't mean I need to cower to that, but I respectfully and remain calm and kind with my boundary without having to tear you down in the midst of it. So these are the things I've learned, and this is my maturity. Again, you could be 13 years old and already reach that maturity. Okay, great job. But it depends on what we experience in life and when we are ready. And thank God I was ready. And, just open a book. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be firm in Christianity, Catholic, or Muslim beliefs or any of the other stuff to be open. You don't have to be Black and just expect to be around Black people and white people to be expecting of white people or Korean or Hispanic. No, get some diversification in your life. Experience the foods, experience the colors, experiencing the life and the values and the perspectives that we have all learned through our religions, through our perspectives of life, through our cultures. Expand yourself because God had created it. And you don't know what you will experience and grow from if you didn't open yourself to it. But trials and tribulations, going through suffering, learning, taking your lessons, taking your bruises, your hits. And when are you going to get tired of it? When are you going to look and see the blessings of those lessons and how I can incorporate it into something else? You touched it. It was hot. Now I'm going to go forth and make something different with myself. I'm going to teach that to others as I go, because we already do it anyway. We teach our kids, we teach our friends. Ooh, I did that. I tried this job. It didn't work so well for me. I mean, you could try it because honestly, it might be success for you. Or I didn't like this movie, but this movie might work for you. But we're still sharing our experiences in our lives. Hey, so take this as a piece of inspiration that I've learned in my life and my family, between my dog and my grandson. He's up and running around. I want you to guys have a blessed day. Take it for what it is. Allow it to resonate. Everybody have a blessed day. Take care. Thanks.